When we start to learn to code a website, everyone starts their journey with HTML and CSS, and a third element known as JavaScript comes up, and a question comes up in our thought that what is JavaScript? Should I actually need it? So in this video, I will try my best to take you to the depth of it and cover all the topics like what is JavaScript, why do we need it, and what is its power in the current trend. So my name is Rajat and you are watching the video on Code Avoid. HTML, CSS and a third magical term known as JavaScript makes the backbone of web development. HTML defines the control of your web pages, like where the header goes, where the footer goes, where the sidebar goes, and so on. Similarly, CSS control over your look and feel of your web pages, like font sizes, font color, background images, background sizes, and so on. JavaScript makes your page dynamic. Now, what I meant to say dynamic here, does it interact with database? The answer is no. Here the term dynamic means to have a control over your DOM structure. You can easily play with your DOM structure with the JavaScript on some particular events. Like if I have to say change the background color of some particular section on a button click, or on a button click open a form in the pop-up, or another example can be on scrolling down hide the menu from the website. So these type of magical manipulation you can easily play with the JavaScript. Well, this sounds very good, right? So yes, you can animate or automate your DOM structure with the help of JavaScript. Now the another question can be, how can we use JavaScript in our project? Basically, there are two methods by which we can use JavaScript into our web projects. The first method is write down the JavaScript code into our HTML documents and enclose that code into the script tag. The second method is write down the JavaScript code into some file and include that file into our HTML documents. If you have used the CSS before, then the process is very similar to CSS. Another question that I have heard a lot, and it's a very funny question too. The question is there any difference between Java and JavaScript? So the answer is yes, they are totally different from each other. But by the naming convention, it's pretend to be JavaScript is an extended version of Java. But the thing is not true. They both are different languages. Java is other programming language, whereas JavaScript is other. Well, as per our discussion so far, we have discussed what is JavaScript, what it can do, or how we can use it, and I hope so it's very clear to you as well. Now my question to you is that it's the only reason behind its popularity. Think it. So the answer is no, that's not the only reason behind its popularity. The reason behind its popularity is its power to code for any platform. On Quora, many people are doing the discussion that JavaScript can be only used on front end, but that's not true. We are sitting in 2020 and JavaScript has grown so much and become so modular. We can use JavaScript on front end, back end, as well as on different platform too. So let's explore some of its framework. Well, talking about front-end frameworks, first in the list is React.js. It's very popular front-end library for creating user interfaces, and it's powered by Facebook. Facebook highly investing in it to make it modular. You can easily create interactive UI and your own class-based components. Similarly, second is AngularJS. It's also a front-end framework as React.js, but approach of doing code is slightly different. It's powered by Google, but if we compare it to React.js, then nowadays React is more popular. While saying that JavaScript can be also used for server-side programming or for backend development, then Node.js comes into the play. Seriously, it's amazing and a very famous framework too for creating scalable application. There are lots of plugins that you can find on the web to make your application advanced. There are other frameworks too for Node.js like Express.js, Sales.js that you must have to explore. Talking about to code for mobile applications, React Native is a very popular framework to create application for Android as well as for iOS. It follows the basic practices of React.js and the syntaxes are very similar. With the previous approach, we use Java for creating Android application. Similarly, for creating iOS application, we use Swift. But with the React Native, we don't need to code for two different platforms, and it's a very amazing thing. For creating desktop-based application, Electron.js is highly efficient framework. You just have to gain basic knowledge of JavaScript, HTML and CSS, and then you are ready to go. Now, while saying that the Python is the only language for creating application for machine learning, that's not true. Now, JavaScript has also a great framework for creating machine learning application known as TensorFlow. You must have to explore these frameworks and opt one as per your requirement. So you don't have to learn the syntaxes every time you are learning a new framework. Either you are doing your code on front end or for back end, you can use the same approach. If I talk about Node.js, it is picked up by lots of IoT projects and many big companies like Google, Facebook, IBM, Microsoft are using it as their part of IoT projects. So we can say that JavaScript is running as per the need of coming future, and that's the reason that JavaScript is gaining so much of the popularity. According to the statistics, JavaScript is sitting on the top of any programming language like Python, Java, PHP, .NET, and this also indicates that how popular JavaScript is. So we have discussed a lot on JavaScript. Now let's discuss about your future by learning it. If I talk on the analytics of job portal, then there are plenty of jobs that you can find for this profile. And the pay scale is very high. According to the reports, the average salary of JavaScript developer in India is rupees 6 lakh per annum. Whereas in the United States of America, the average salary of JavaScript developer is $1 lakh per annum. Well, that sounds very well, right? But in my concern, it will take time to reach at that position. I am not saying that it's not possible or it's impossible, but it will take your positive dedication towards your learning. So, hope you like the video. Share your opinions too regarding this topic in the comment box below. I will love to hear from you. And if you found the information useful, then share the video and subscribe the channel to get regular updates and tutorial. Bye.